Hello everyone, I am AnishBang, a third year undergraduate from the Department of Mechanical Engineering, and I will be contesting for the post of General Secretary Sports Affairs. From the beginning of my institute life, I have contributed towards the institute team and been a part of Institute Sports Council for the past 2 years. I have had an experience to the administrative and qualitative part of the sport. Being an active player in several sports give me a good insight regarding the requirements of a player. As a General Secretary, I envision to create a culture where no talent is left unattended and players are motivated to step outside and showcase their talent. So for that, I'll be mainly focusing on 3 aspects. First, bringing everyone together and then reviving the culture. Second, shaping the successors. Third, motivating everyone to stay fit, ensuring a better institute lifestyle. As we all know, this year is the most important year for the institute, knowing the fact that there was a complete halt in all the offline institute activities since past 2 years. Also, there is an exponential increase in the number of students who aren't aware of the institute sports culture we have, thus resulting in deteriorating of institute sports culture. Not to forget, all IITs this year will have to start fresh. So we as an institute can take this golden opportunity to start early and make a team that could win general championship and bring it back home. All in all, this year is a very important year. The General Secretary's Sports Affairs will have immense responsibility, and the opportunity he will have to impact on the students is unparalleled. Knowing the fact that the upcoming batches will follow all these steps that he'll take in his tenure is something which drives me to contest for the post of General Secretary Sports Affairs. Okay, so right now what I have ideated is that I'll choose H2 canteen for now, where basically I'll introduce a streak system where out of 7 days people have to mandatorily complete 5-day streak. 5 days, exactly a day streak is something where they'll have to cover a minimum distance of running, for example 3 kilometers under 20 minutes, and that's the day streak. They'll have to complete for 5 days in 7 days. It's not mandatory that they'll have to successively do that streak. 7 out of 7 days, any 5 days they make a streak, they get a coupon, and once they get a coupon in their sports app, they could always redeem it in the S2 canteen by scanning it to the scanner which will have there QR code. Okay, so the location which I have selected and is approved by the institute for now for the multi-purpose turf is the area beside the football ground towards the direction of H5. So that has been approved, and majorly there were no roadblocks as such because it is a major project. Usually these major projects take 2 to 3 years to complete, and it is going at a good pace since past 2 years. In my tenure, all I'll have to do is fasten the process and go towards the tendering of the project, and once that's done, the work will begin. The work that will start is basically once I become once elected as the General Secretary Sports Affairs, I'll push for the tendering process as soon as possible. We could say as 15 days from the election date. Okay, so there are few major differences which I like to point out is, firstly, beginners camp is freshie specific who are going to come to the institute, and summer camp is open for all. Secondly, beginners camp will be twice a week, and summer camp will be 6 days a week, and summer camp will have sessions in the morning while beginners camp will have sessions in the evening. Also, one of the major difference which these will have is, in beginners camp the training that will be given to the students will will be basically a mimic to NSO training which we provide, and will be almost towards the beginner to intermediate level, while in summer camp we'll have advanced training too, along with the beginners training too. No, so the beginners camp will start from May and June, as last mail which freshers received was they'll be here by May and June. May, what I have heard about is, so May and June are the 2 months where the beginner camp will be, and during that period major sport, like all the people will have summers and they'll not be here, where there will be institute team practices going on. Okay, so the duration that will the event will be is a weekend long carnival which I have planned. It will be around the weekend of first week of March, that is 4th and 5th March 2023. Mainly the vision behind this carnival is that to promote girls participation in several sports. From my past experience in recent times which I conducted was the mixed cricket league, where the girls participation was overwhelming, and it was a very good experience, and girls started to take part and interest in cricket after that. And the vision behind the dates that I have chosen is we'll have Feme Fiesta on 8th March. So this sports soiree will surely increase the participation that we'll receive in Feme Fiesta, because girls when they'll participate in all the mixed events that will be conducted during the carnival, they'll surely like to learn more, which I have seen from my past experience. So for the timeline, PG's camp, what I have thought of is after the mid-sem of their spring semester, that is around mid to end Feb, where their academic load is a bit less, and the participation, when it comes to participation from the PGs, again from a past event that was lawn tennis beginners camp exclusively for the PGs which was conducted, surely witnessed a very overwhelming participation, because one thing that PGs have in their mind is they usually have this inferiority complex to, like, they want to learn new sports, they have all the enthusiasm to learn and learn the new sport they know. So they just feel inferior, that how would people think when they go for a beginners camp, and if any mistake that they commit, how would people react on that. So when we keep an exclusively beginners camp, that inferiority complexion is removed, and as lawn tennis PG camp witnessed, will surely witness a very good participation in PG's beginner camps too. Okay, so the major GCs that occur almost finishes by the end of February, and usually we have a very good time period in March first 2 weeks. So about that, the start will be from almost as said from the later half of February, and PGs as a whole who are going to participate in the beginners camp usually aren't a part of the GCs, so this will Okay, so there are few problems, major problems which I'll be solving by installation of these scanners is, firstly, the biggest problem right now which people in the institute are facing is due to booking portals. Many people book the court, but they don't appear there, and due to that slot is wasted, and no one people don't have this prior information that they can play there if the court is not occupied. So if by using the scanner, what I'll be applying is if a person books that court, he'll have to be there 5 minutes prior to scan, and he'll have to scan his ID or scan the QR code through the sports app. Then only he'll be able to redeem that booking. Otherwise, that booking will be released and the code will be free for anyone. And a person who is sitting right in his hostel could always see that the code is free, and he could always plan accordingly. Second problem which I'll be solving is, in the indoor gymkhana, usually the occupancy of the courts, there's no such booking happening, but the occupancy is usually a problem where people generally come there but see that the courts are occupied and with a very huge number of population, so they'll have to return back. So in the indoor gymkhana, what I'll do is, when a person scans and goes to use that facility, will show the availability and will also show the number of people using that facility during that time. So I'll also solve the problem and show the real-time occupancy of the facilities. So accordingly, people could plan their plan to go to the indoor gymkhanas. Okay, so firstly I'd like to talk about the problems why ladder ranking isn't being used that frequently in the institute. Firstly, what I find is the awareness. Many people don't know that ladder ranking exists in the institute, and majorly again that might be the reason that might be behind this is we don't have a particular place where we have everything regarding sports present there. So sports app could always solve that problem there. Secondly, the ladder ranking portal which we have right now is a bit complex, that there are many things which are redundant there, which I could always remove so that it is a bit more user friendly, because things like challenging a person, then he'll accept the challenge, then these are many things which aren't necessary. All they could do is go play and then update the score. So that will make things easier for them, and it will also, by introducing that in an app where we could make it user friendly, will surely increase its reach. Also, coming to the point that incentives, when it comes to incentives, we'll surely have the leaderboard in continuous leaderboards posted in our social medias, and also in sports app, people will be able to look where they stand in the institute. As a sportsman, I myself would surely strive to come on the top. Like if I see that someone else is on the top, I'll surely work hard and challenge him on a regular basis, so that I could always climb up that ladder. So that is something which I guess is a very big incentive in itself, to show everyone that here is I stand here in the institute when it comes to that sport. Okay, as mentioned before, with the vision I have, and taking into account that due to pandemic we had to take a step behind and wait for the right moment to bounce back, and I feel this is the right time. So as a general secretary, I will push myself to my limits to ensure that all the events which would happen before will be continued, and also in a better version of it. Also, I'll surely take advantage of the momentum that the people have, that